If your shop performs brake repairs, you're more equipped for ADAS service than you may think. ADAS systems, whether that be radar, cameras, or lidar, are often built on top of brake, suspension, and steering systems. Even the most advanced safety features still rely on a brake pad and rotor to carry out corrections during emergencies or normal driving. In this video, we dive into how ADAS and brake pad service relate, and how even the most sophisticated ADAS systems have a brake pad and rotor to carry out any corrections. Friction is at the core of any ADAS or ABS system. In terms of carrying out corrections, there's an expectation that for a given amount of hydraulic pressure, the brakes will produce a certain amount of torque. That expectation is based on the original brake pad's friction profile. If you replace those pads with a material that's different, it can throw off the system. If the pads don't generate enough friction, the vehicle might not stop in time. If they're too aggressive, the system might overreact. Corrections in general may take longer or feel jerky. This becomes even more important when you factor in brake fade. The brake controller tracks how often and how hard the brakes are used, especially when ADAS or stability systems are active. Even without a temperature sensor, it can estimate how hot the pads are getting. If it thinks the brakes are overheating, it may disable ABS, traction control, or stability control until the system cools down. That's known as brake fade compensation. And again, the system bases that compensation on the hot friction characteristics of the original brake pads. That's why, if a replacement is needed, make sure your techs are using replacement pads that closely match the OE material. You should also consider the customer's caliper condition as far as proper ADAS performance is concerned. If a caliper has a frozen guide pin, for example, brake performance can be hit or miss. In the past, that would cause a pull, but with ABS, the system corrects the imbalance by adjusting pressure on the opposite side. The car stays straight, but the system is doing extra work to make up for a mechanical problem. The bottom line is to stick to parts that match OE specs, and you'll help preserve safety, control, and customer confidence. For more tire and service videos, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Christian Hinton, coming to you from the Tire Review Continental Tire Garage Studio at Babcock's Media. Thanks for watching.